How's it going, guys? And we are back for more Vampyr. And as you can see, you might notice we are slightly higher level.
Don't waste your time with me.
Because I had to sleep on the last one, because this is a different day. And I accidentally used... I didn't really wasn't thinking about it. I used all the rest of my blood to level up what I had. So I'll show you that later. But for now, let's start with what we were doing last time, which was going to talk to this guy, if she lets me. There we go.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Press E to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing the citizen increase the blood quality and reward the XP.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
What do you need?
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I just needed a treatment of fatigue. Okay. Recovering.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
Okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Too bad you're talking all
I'm
day
sure
to me.
you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Alright, well that doesn't help me, sir. Yeah, tell me about yourself why your throat hurts.
Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Too bad. Alright, well
I
fine.
have to go now, sir. But
Don't waste
Who are you?
good
Are you-
evening, Mr. Goswick.
That's not who I wanted to talk to.
I have to go.
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed?
He's right
I've
beside
heard
you, I already
much of
did.
your
You saw me
talents
do
as a
it.
physician.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
So you're stuck up, is what you're
Can
trying
you
to
tell
tell
me
me.
about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Good evening, sir.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Cool.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Charge an extra, I see.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I see,
I
I see.
share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Need a lot of hints for her.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Calm the children, Helen. As for me,
I'm all right.
what a blundering
Time to
idiot.
talk to some more people.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Let's check
Is
your
there
medical
anything
checkup.
else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Oh, so you're fine. Healthy. Should've just done that from the start.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you
too bad, you only
satisfied
get
with your
one.
treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
What could they possibly argue about?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
That guy looks kind of dead.
you're an idiot.
Who else? I know you. You. Oh wait, you're unknown. Talk to you. Come here.
Good evening, Doctor.
Get all this talking
I
out the
believe
way.
we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
If one of these guys ends up being a serial killer or something, I'm eating
I'm
him.
a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
This guy might be the mad scientist
I'm
type.
convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious
Experimental on
and
who?
methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
I'm getting a
made
bad
you
vibe
choose
from
to
him
be a
for some
doctor?
reason.
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
You will obtain nothing from me by flat.
Oh, I was not flattering
I didn't
you,
mean to
sir,
hit
not
that.
at all.
Didn't mean to hit that. Let me try that again.
You will
Well, I can't say a different thing now. Whoops.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Whoa now.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Especially since I'm a vampire, right?
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Well, thanks. I find it funny that nobody here recognizes I'm a vampire. It's like, oh, that guy's a monster. I walk out there to one of those dudes with a torch, they're like, he's a monster. Got it. He's a vampire right away.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Fair enough, I guess.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Alright, I guess go back and talk to... what's his name over here real quick. Find that hint spot.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal questions? Alright.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
I mean, that's not really your fault, but...
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings.
Somebody's back there wailing.
I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Alright.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
I got one
I'll
more
see
hint
you
for him,
later.
I think.
Knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blunder.
Alright, let's go talk to Swansea. I think we've talked to everybody in here. Double check, make sure we got everybody's name and stuff down. I think we got it. Who are you? You're still unknown, but I think you're locked behind a door, so we'll check on you later. Fonzie, what you need?
Please, Jonathan.
Why are you
come in.
holding a skull?
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm sure my guy doesn't think it's quite so much a gift.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind.
Is it the other
Now,
vampire?
if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
Well, you know.
The Stoll, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Oh,
Her
yes.
ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alrighty then. Think I can take in his office? Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought there was an item laying there. It's a note. Rare species of vampire. Am I a rare species of vampire? No, I haven't actually gone to the roof to see if I can get up there. Let's check. That would be a no, sir. What does it say on the wall there? Second floor. Alright, well, we can tell we're in an England type area because that would be the third floor, normally for me. Alright, who do we got over here? This is the other vampire lady, is it not?
My dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You
Yeah,
seem
I guess.
surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
I see.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Got it.
Please
A lot more
continue.
talking then. Great.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My
If that was
life,
true, she would know you are a
as
vampire.
others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay. Sounds like an okay trade, I guess. Like I can just steal medicine laying around. Like, don't worry, I need this for a patient. Myself.
It is now or never.
A lot of opium laying around here. Seems a little dangerous. Hey, look, you guys are actually standing up.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no
Whoa,
need for
now.
alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please,
Shut up!
calm down, madam.
If I can
I
tell her
assure
to
you
just shut
that
up.
I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight.
Wow.
I'm
I
Harriet
don't remember
Jones.
threatening you, but alright.
Jones.
I didn't say shut up.
Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Whoa, now.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Someone just loves throwing out them
You
curse
seem
words.
to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if
Whoa,
you have
now.
irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones.
That's probably the ambulance
You've
driver.
given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
That really didn't help me. Oh, we gotta go talk to Hawkins, Crane, and Sappho. Clyde Flinch presents Doris Fletcher, Sappho. Okay. Hey, you got a bag of junk. Cool.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll
If I-
start my investigation with them.
Alright, let's see if we can find her. Oh wow, that's the furthest she's ever walked, I think. Maybe I've seen her there before. Alright, where's Pippa? Whatever her name is. Usually see her walking around here somewhere. Glad I can see through walls, it kinda helps. Unknown. Whoop.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Didn't mean to talk to you, my bad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Don't waste your time with me.
What's that? An eye there. What? What? He had an eye there, and then it like disappeared. What's that? That's weird. You doing something he shouldn't have been doing? Is that a bunch of blood? What is happening here? Why is there a giant red mass? That does not seem okay. Ooh, okay. Hey, what's up? Where did you come from?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Have any new questions for you? Alright.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alright.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Alright. I ask the same thing and think the same thing happens. So I might have to,
What can you tell me about the strange
ask
man
other people.
visiting
Great.
one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Got it.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawk.
Okay. Yeah, okay, what are you doing? Why are you shining so brightly? Oh, he's in his room thing.
It's locked.
See, there's a moment in time where he has like a... There's like an eye symbol on him, and I don't know what that means. First time I've seen it. His heart is beating super fast in there too.
Plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation.
Bunch of dead guys.
To arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Alright. Actually, hang on. Wonder if we can wait and see if he opens it. Then I can go in there. What do you think? Probably not? Probably not. His heart is going like crazy. Hey buddy, you gonna move at any time? As soon as I move from here, he's probably gonna move.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench.
He's just gonna repeat himself. Gotta find Dorothy Crane and Brannigan. Who's that dude sitting there beside her? I never actually talked to him. Oh. There's Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Any more questions I got for her?
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor.
That doesn't answer my question.
Just like the patients.
That definitely didn't answer my
Have you seen
question.
a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh, that seems very suspicious. But okay, I'll go with what she's had to say.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Now I need Dorothy, huh? Wherever the hell Dorothy is. Alright. Clay Cox. Hey! Oh, he has amnesia. Amnesia? Or no, anemia. I was like, what? Who the hell's that? Let's see who this is. Eavesdrop. Press V to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at a citizen, you'll unlock special interactions. Look for Dorothy Crane. Special glow. He doesn't have a special one. The dude up there did. Well, I guess I better talk to him anyway.
Please, sir. I need help.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
He's got a lot of stuff.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital.
It's literally upstairs.
We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together.
What's he look like? How big is he?
Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
So what, he's schizophrenic?
Where was
PTSD?
your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
Alrighty then.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Got it. Anybody else down here? Nope. So what I'm curious about is it just gave me that thing about the heart being crazy. Is his heart still nuts over there? Gwyneth Brannigan, I need Crane. Go talk to this dude I haven't talked to yet.
Is our little mystery closer
Alright.
to...
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate.
Can I not talk to him? I can just... Okay. Can't talk to the question, dude. You gonna eat him?
Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Well, let's see if you have any parts for me. I need to upgrade my weapon anyway.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Of course.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun.
What do we got here? I need that. Yes, please. Wish I could buy one more. That would be great. That would be great. What do we have to sell? God, everything sells for like nothing. Sell like 10 of those. Maybe we'll sell 10 more. Sure. Sounds good to me. I don't know why I talked to him again, but alright. Might as well ask him about shady business.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
Okay, nothing new. Got it. Make sure you didn't have anything else I need. Might need that, but we'll hold off until I know. Alright. Grab that. Nope, can't get anything out of that. I don't remember who Dorothy Crane is. What's that? They're both shining weird. What would I have to stand still when I see that? Huh. Can't hear him. Hoping I could eavesdrop.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
That stopped it immediately, but I couldn't. Some of the buttons in this game drive me nuts. They don't seem to work at all. At least they're not laid out right. He had something he was about to do. Find Nurse Dorothy Crane. I don't know where Dorothy Crane is. In fact, I don't even remember who Dorothy Crane was. Oh, he's doing something. Doing something.
I'm sorry you ended up my plane at Fort Medical.
Well, that didn't help me again.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation.
His heart's racing super crazy.
Buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Nothing is helping me here. Alright, well, give up on that. I can see it, but I can't do anything about it. Alright. Well, on that note, guys, we're gonna have to end the episode today on our first try at the old blackmail. Unfortunately, I cannot find Dorothy, and I can't figure out how this eavesdropping works. Maybe I'm just being dumb. But, until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Vampyr. See you later.
Yeah.